Dear student, in a last video, we learned two important numerical. One is related to drift velocity and the one is related to series combination. Today we'll discuss third numerical is related to parallel combination. Along with that, in today's video, we're going to discuss how to simplify the simpler circuit by using Ohm's law by considering series and parallel combination of resistor. Now question number 3. There are two parts are there. The first part, 3 resistors they given here 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 5 ohm are combined in parallel. They told here they combined in parallel. What is the total resistance of the combination? Here 3 resistors 2, 4 and 5 ohm are connected in parallel. We have to calculate the total resistance of the combination, or is also called effective value or equivalent value of resistance during parallel combination. And the second part is if the combination is connected to a battery of potential 20 volt. If entire 3 resistor they connected in parallel, the entire setup is connected across the battery of potential 20 volt. By using that, we have to determine the current through each resistor and total current drawn from the battery. Dear student, ಇಲ್ಲಿ correct ಆಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, during parallel combination I told two important result. What are the two important result means? First result says that potential drop across each resistor is the same during parallel combination. Second result is current flowing through each resistor is different. These two are the important result. Correct ಆಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, parallel combination ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು resistor ನಡುವೆ potential drop same ಇರುತ್ತೆ. In parallel combination ಅಲ್ಲಿ current flowing through each resistor is different. These are the two important result under parallel combination. We'll go to the solution part of this question. In case of solution, first we see the circuit. We draw the circuit. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು resistor ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 3 resistor ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 3 resistor they are connected in the form of parallel like this. 3 resistor ಗಳು parallel combination ಅಲ್ಲಿ connect ಆಗಿದೆ. It should be like this. I consider 2 points. One is point A and the one is point B. In between 2 points, I call it as common point. There are 3 resistors are connected between 2 common point. ಎರಡು common point ನಡುವೆ 3 resistor ನ connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ combination ಅನ್ನು we call it as a parallel combination. Resistances are R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is equal to 4 ohm and R3 is equal to 5 ohm. Or R1, R2, R3 are connected between 2 common point A and B. Across this combination they connected one battery of potential is equal to 20 volt. They given it is equal to 20 volt. Battery of potential 20 volt is connected across the combination. And by using this circuit, there are two parts are there. In a part A, we have to calculate the effective value or total value of resistance of the combination, or is also called effective value or equivalent value of resistance during parallel combination. In a part B, we have to calculate current flowing through each resistor. Just imagine from the battery, this circuit will draw the main current is I. I is called main current is drawn from the battery. It reached to this particular point is divided into 3 branches, and through R1 current flow is equal to I1, and through R2 current flow is equal to I2, and through R3 current flow is equal to I3. This I1, I2 and I3 are called branch current. It reached to this particular point. The main current I is divided into 3 branches depending on 3 resistances R1, R2 and R3. Again at this particular point all are joined together. Again we get the main current is equal to I. ಇದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ ಅ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಈಚ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ I1, I2 and I3. These 3 things you have to calculate. Not only that, you have to calculate total current drawn from the battery, that is nothing but I. We have to calculate total current drawn from the battery, that is nothing but I. We'll discuss further. Again, in case of given circuit, first part is they ask effective value of resistance or total value of resistance when they are connected in parallel. The formula is, you learn 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is a formula for parallel combination if 3 resistors are connected in parallel. If n number of resistors connected in parallel, it becomes plus so on up to 1 divided by Rn. Now substitute the value here. That becomes 1 by Rp is equal to, here R1 value is equal to 2 ohm, it becomes 1 divided by 2, plus R2 value is equal to 4 ohm, it becomes 1 divided by 4, and R3 value is equal to 5 ohm, it becomes 1 divided by 5. Remember, simplify further. 1 divided by 2 we can take it like 0.5, 1 by 4 is nothing but 0.25, 1 by 5 is nothing but 0.2. Simplify that, add all these 3 and take Rp value. You come to know that Rp value on simplification, you will get the Rp value is equal to 20 divided by 19 ohm. Keep this point in your mind. Rp value is equal to 20 divided by 19 ohm is the value for Rp. Then you have to go for a second part. If the combination connected to a battery of potential 20 volt, determine the current through each resistor. You have to calculate current through each resistor. In a second part, first you have to calculate current through resistor R1 is I1 is equal to V divided by R1. Dear student, ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, by considering Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. Then we got I is equal to V divided by R. Dear student, during parallel combination, I already told current is different, potential is same. Here, ಮೂರು resistor across potential same ಇರುತ್ತೆ, it is equal to 20 volt itself. And on simplification, potential is equal to 20 divided by resistance R1 is equal to 2 ohm. Answer becomes 10 ampere. Value for current through R1 or current flowing through resistor R1 is equal to 10 ampere. We got the answer for current flowing through R1, that we taken as I1. Similarly, current through R2, that we have to take it as I2 is equal to V divided by R2. That potential applied across the combination or across R2, potential drop is 20 itself, potential is same, and resistance R2 is nothing but 4 ohm, it becomes 20 divided by 4. Answer we got 5 ampere. 5 ampere is the current flowing through R2, that is nothing but I2. Next we consider current through R3, that is nothing but I3 is equal to V divided by R3 is equal to, here potential applied across the combination is 20 divided by resistance R3 is 5 ohm, 20 divided by 5. Answer we got 4 ampere. We got current through each resistor, that is nothing but I1 is equal to 10 amps, I2 is equal to 5 amps, I3 is equal to 4 amps. We got the answer for this, current through each resistor. Next part is total current drawn from the battery. Dear student, e circuit alle total current drawn from the battery itself is called main current. Our requirement is main current, total current drawn from battery, that you have to calculate. That is nothing but I is equal to, according to parallel combination, the total current drawn from the battery is also called a main current, is equal to algebraic sum of current through each resistor, that is nothing but I1 plus I2 plus I3. Here I1 is equal to 10 amps, I2 is equal to 5 amps, I3 is equal to 4 amps. ಮೂರನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ we got 10 amps plus 5 amps plus 4 amps. ಮೂರನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ the main current or current drawn from the battery is 19 ampere. 19 ampere itself is the answer for main current or current drawn from the current drawn by the circuit from the battery during this parallel combination. The next question number 4. At room temperature, that is 27 degrees Celsius, it is given the resistance of a heating element is 100 ohm. They given what is the temperature of the element if the resistance is found to be 117 ohm? Resistance got increased. Given that temperature coefficient of material of the resistor is 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 per degree Celsius. Per degree Celsius is the unit used to measure temperature coefficient resistance of a conductor or material. Dear student, you already learned clearly, as temperature increases, resistance of a material of a wire goes on increases. And especially in case of this numerical, first important thing, as the temperature increases, keep this point in your mind, as the temperature increases, in a metal or conductor, whatever atoms present, it containing outermost orbit electron, that orbit electrons are called valence electron or free electron. They moving randomly. As the temperature increases, randomness of that electron, randomness goes on, increases. As the temperature increases, randomness of that free electron or valence electron goes on, increases. They collide with each other. They collide. Automatically, due to that randomness, collision goes on, increases. Collision between each electron goes on, increases. As collision between each electron goes on, increases, automatically average time interval between two successive collision that we call task, relaxation time. Keep that point in your mind. Average time interval between two successive collision that we call task, relaxation time. This word I already explained in a theory. Relaxation time, that is denoted as tau. Relaxation time goes on, decreases. Keep one point clearly in your mind. As relaxation time goes on, decreases, resistivity of a material of a wire, that is inversely proportional to relaxation time. Keep that point in your mind. Resistivity of a material of a wire is inversely proportional to relaxation time because conductivity sigma is nothing but n e square tau divided by m. This formula you learn. Conductivity is nothing but n e square tau divided by m is the formula for electrical conductivity. I did a derivation for that in a previous videos. Again, conductivity is equal to n e square tau divided by m. Here conductivity directly proportional to relaxation time. That clearly indicates that resistivity is inversely proportional to relaxation time. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ conductivity ಮತ್ತೆ resistivity both are inversely proportional. Conductivity ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it allow the flow of charge. Resistivity ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it oppose the flow of charge. Conductivity ಮತ್ತು resistivity both are inversely proportional. Here conductivity directly proportional to relaxation time ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ resistivity is inversely proportional to relaxation time. As relaxation time decreases, resistivity goes on, increases. As resistivity increases, resistance of a material of a given conductor goes on, increases. Reason is resistance of a conductor or metal is rho L divided by A. As resistivity increases, resistance also goes on, increases. Dear student, it is an actual theory behind how the resistance of a conductor of a material of a wire increases with the temperature. I repeat, as the temperature goes on increases, randomness of free electron in a metal or conductor goes on, increases. As randomness goes on increases, collision between each and every electron goes on, increases. As collision between each and every electron goes on, increases, automatically relaxation time goes on, decreases. Relaxation time is nothing but average interval, time interval between two successive collision. Average time interval between two successive collision kadme agutte as the temperature goes on, increases or randomness increases or collision increases. Relaxation time kadme agide anta adre resistivity goes on, increases. Yake increase agutte kelidre resistivity is inversely proportional to relaxation time because conductivity directly proportional to relaxation time. That clearly indicates that conductivity and resistivity are inversely proportional. So resistivity is inversely proportional to relaxation time. As relaxation time decreases, resistivity increases. As resistivity increases, resistance of a given material of a conductor goes on, increases. So we can say as the temperature increases, resistance goes on, increases. By considering this theory, we consider mathematical representation of variation of resistance of a conductor with the temperature as. We take an equation like this. RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha into T. I clearly told RT is the resistance of a material of a conductor at T degree Celsius. R naught is the resistance of a material of a conductor at 0 degree Celsius. Alpha is called temperature coefficient of material of a conductor. T is called increase of temperature or rise of temperature. Keep that point in your mind. Here, alpha value is always positive. Just they give an example here. Alpha is equal to 1.7 in 10 raised to minus 4 per degree Celsius. Here, alpha value is positive. ಅದು ಏನು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದಾಗೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಥಿಯರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ when you going to plot a graph, keep that point in your mind. Resistance versus temperature graph ಬರೆದ್ರೆ graph should be like this. Temperature along x axis, resistance along y axis. ಇದು ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ as a temperature increases, resistance goes on increases. Temperature increase ಆದಾಗ resistance increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It is a linearly increasing graph. ಇದರ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this equation I can write it like this. RT is equal to R naught plus R naught into alpha T. That is nothing but RT is equal to R naught into alpha T plus R naught. Keep this point in your mind. In case of this equation is exactly of the form y is equal to, y is the y axis, resistance is taken, RT is equal to y, it is equal to mx plus c is a representation of straight line. C is the intercept. This intercept is positive intercept. Keep that point in your mind. It is a positive intercept. That value is equal to R naught. It is a value is equal to R naught. ಇದರ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ m. Remember, in y is equal to mx plus c is a representation of straight line. ಅಲ್ಲಿ m ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎರಡು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ we come to know that slope is equal to R naught into alpha. That's why slope of this graph is equal to R naught into alpha. By using this, I can say that alpha is equal to slope of a graph divided by R naught. Remember, is one of the important question they ask in CET related to alpha. Alpha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ slope divided by R naught. You can take m divided by R naught. Here m itself is the slope. Slope of the graph is R naught into alpha. Alpha is equal to slope divided by R naught. ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗುಡ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ is positive because as a temperature increases, resistance goes on increases, increasing graph. ಇಲ್ಲಿ positive intercept ಇದೆ given diagram. Is a theory related to this. We'll discuss this numerical. In a given numerical, you have to do a solution part of this numerical is one of the important question. Here, at room temperature, they given temperature. Room temperature, I will take T1 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius. Remember, room temperature they given, it is equal to 27 degrees Celsius. Resistance of heating element for this temperature, resistance of heating element will taken as R1 is equal to 100 ohm. They given it is equal to 100 ohm. What is the temperature of the element? That is nothing but T2. What is the temperature of the element? That is nothing but T2. If resistance is found to be, the resistance is found to be, they taken as, or we consider it as R2 is equal to 117 ohm. Given that temperature coefficient of material of a resistor is, that is nothing but alpha is equal to 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 degree per degree Celsius is a value for alpha. Keep this point in your mind. In general, that RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T. We can write it like R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into T. Keep this point in your mind where T is the increase of temperature or rise of temperature, that we have taken as T2 minus T1. E temperature in the E temperature, that means temperature got increased. As the temperature got increased, I told resistance of a metal of a conductor also goes on increases. this equation by considering formula RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T. This one you already learn. Remember here T is the rise of temperature or increase of temperature. Temperature increasing from T1 to T2. That's why you have to take it as T2 minus T1 is increase of temperature. That's why this formula becomes, I can write it, R2 is equal to R1 plus R1 into alpha T. I will get the answer for R1 into alpha T as R2 minus R1. Keep this point in your mind. Again T is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by R1 into alpha. I clearly said T is equal to T2 minus T1. Substitute in this formula, you will get T2 minus T1 is equal to, in place of T ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, T2 minus T1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. T2 minus T1 is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by R1 into alpha. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, if the resistance is found to be 117 ohm, given that temperature coefficient of middle of resistor ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, what is the temperature of the element to get this resistance? ಅಂದ್ರೆ T2 ಅನ್ನು I want to calculate. T2 is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by R1 into alpha plus T1 taken to that side. Substitute the value here. T2 is equal to, here R2 is equal to 117 minus R1 is equal to 100 ohm, 100 divided by R1 is equal to 100 into alpha is nothing but 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 again plus T1 temperature they given here 27 degree Celsius. It is nothing but 27. It is the room temperature 27 they given. Simplify this. After simplifying this, we get the answer for this entire term. Answer for this entire term as 117 minus 100 is nothing but it becomes 17 divided by 100 into 1.7 becomes 170 into 10 power minus 4 is there. After simplification it becomes 1000 plus 27. T2 we get the answer is 1000 plus 27 becomes 1027 degree Celsius. Keep this point in your mind. Temperature increasing from 27 degree Celsius to 1027 degree Celsius. Resistance increasing from 100 to 117 ohm. Here the given material is a good metal or good conductor. As the temperature increases, resistance goes on increases. Remaining numerical we'll discuss in next video. Thank you.